Hello, happy Friday. Today I am just going to be doing a little get ready with me. It's just gonna be like a super simple Friday night get ready with me, and then I'm gonna do S waves. I don't know if you've heard of those, but it's where you have to like kink your hair literally in like the shape of an S, and you just like use a straightener. And I think I've finally mastered it, so that's what we're gonna do today. All right, let's get started. I got myself a little limoncello martini. Happy Friday. That's pretty good. I found the recipe online. I'll put it in the description. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna go real basic on the eyes and just pull out my trusty ColourPop Ritz. It really is like the best eyeshadow of all time. I don't even really have eyeshadows in my kit. All I have are like these three individuals: ColourPop Ritz, ColourPop Mighty Morphin. This one's like more of a white shimmer, more of like a orangey multicolor. And then the Kosas Sona Sona, which this one is so good if you're looking for like something a little bit more sparkly and more glam. You know what, I think maybe I'll use this today. Okay, and I'm already moisturized. I used my trusty Lyse Sensitive Cream. And then I would usually go in with sunscreen, but since it's a Friday at like almost 5 p.m., I don't think I'm gonna be going out while the sun is out. So I'm gonna skip that step. And instead I'm gonna pull out my non-SPF skin tint. Honestly, I don't really need a skin tint, but just to even everything out a bit. You know what's funny? I looked at the ingredients for this and they're really not bad, but it smells like straight rubbing alcohol and it like burns my eyes a little bit. Is that concerning? Maybe. So I'll go ahead and blend that in. And this one's just so nice to just like even out your skin tone because it barely adds any coverage. It just kind of gives me life because I'm pale and it's like the dead of winter right now. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Kelsey concealer. This is my #1. This is the best. There is nothing better. I just realized my camera's kind of low and maybe you won't be able to see my forehead in some shots, so I'm gonna lift it. This concealer's getting low. And I always just put, it's like a faux contour. Like you don't have to contour, but it works. I saw somebody on, is that better? I saw somebody on Instagram do something similar, but she puts it like all over her face and she calls it a makeup mustache. I thought that was funny, but I was like, I totally get what you're doing. Did I wet my beauty blender or is this from yesterday? BRB. Can't hurt to wet it twice if I already did. All right, continuing. I'm just gonna kind of go over. Wet beauty blender, or not wet, but like a damp beauty blender is key because you need to hydrate the sponge and it blends things better and it doesn't absorb as much product. And I also just feel like sometimes if it's dry, it just doesn't add that like little extra bit of hydration into my face that I could use. Going in with my pressed powder, as always, Honest Beauty. I have tried everything. Nothing compares. I've been using this little like puff thing lately, and I think I like it. Cool thing is, the powder's natural, so if you get it in your mouth, the little tasty taste, everything's gonna be fine. I'm going back to my Too Faced, I love this packaging, my Too Faced natural bronzer, and I hit pan on this. Like, I don't hit pan on anything. Oh, it just smells like chocolate. Honestly, it's just such a wonderful product to use. Like, it blends like a dream. It's such a good color. And I don't really like add to the bottom on purpose. I kind of just go with whatever I have left because, you know, like when you're tanning, you're not like, that's like the contour area, but just to make sure everything's seamless. And then I'm going in now with my House Labs Hibiscus Haze blush. This is currently my favorite blush. I'm obsessed with it. Just gonna like dab that on. And this is like kind of a I spoke too soon. Don't worry, it is like super blendable. It's a little bit sheer at first, but it builds super easily and just adds like the most natural looking flush. That one went on a little aggressive, but it blends so easily. See what I mean? It's just so airbrush looking. I have a lot of freckles naturally, but if I feel I want to add a little bit more, and today I will, I do that after blush and before highlight. I'm gonna go back into my bronzer for a second and just blend that out on my eyelid to give myself kind of a base to work with. Right, and then for highlight, Essence Pure Nude. This thing is like $4 and it's the best. If you're like, I don't want a bunch of glitter on my face, and you like a more like lit from within kind of highlight that just seamlessly melts into the skin throughout the day, this is the one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try a new product. I've been seeing this everywhere, and I'm actually kind of excited because currently I use the Rare Beauty brow pencil, and it's like this, wrong side. It's like this thicker pencil that I like for filling in brows quickly, but sometimes I feel like it doesn't get precise, so I have my Benefit pencil as well, which has like the fine tip, and I'll use that for the other areas. But I recently just got this Valentino Brow Trio, I think is what it's called, in the shade Brown. And look, it has like this thick chisel tip on it. It's like all one thickness though, which kind of worries me. And then it also has a spoolie, which is like great, you wouldn't think so. And then it has like this pen side where you can get like really fine brush strokes. So we're gonna try that out today. Step one, I'm gonna take the spoolie and just brush up my eyebrows. And then I'm just gonna take the like pencil side and kind of just start doing what I normally do and like filling in the majority of my brow. Sorry, I'm looking at my bathroom mirror over here. But yeah, I'm just gonna start filling in my brow with that pencil. So far, I'm liking it. Okay, honestly, that was really fast and easy. And I feel like the pencil, it's not like waxy, which I'm not a huge fan of waxy pencils, but it's not like too dry, if that makes sense. Okay, so I feel like I got the majority of that done. There's still a few places I just feel like could use a little bit more. So now I'm gonna break out this little pen, and I'm gonna like get real close right now so you guys can see. But I'm just gonna like draw little hair-like strokes where I feel like it's still missing a little bit. I feel like that was so easy. I feel like from far away, it looks good, but you can't see these little chunkies. Like this side is looking good. I'm happy with that side. I'm definitely gonna have to try that out more, but I like it. I like the way it turned out. This brow, love. Trusty Rare Beauty brow gel. Literally the only one that I'll use. I really like the way it looks on the inside, and actually I do really like this eyebrow. This one I'm having issues with right now anyway, so maybe that's just the cause of it, but it still turned out pretty good. Like, I'm not upset about it. If you look like too closely, it's like, but no one's gonna do that, right? Now we're gonna go in with the beautiful Kelsey, and it's this like jelly texture, but it dries down matte, so it's like really interesting to work with. Also, my left eye, it's giving me trouble lately. my left eye, what am I talking about? My left eyelashes have been giving me trouble lately, so please don't comment on that. Look how, like, and you need like the smallest amount, and then it dries down and does not budge. And it's so easy to work with. It's literally it. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And then sometimes I'll add like a little, yeah, I might as well. I'll show you guys. Take my little Natasha Denona mini My Dream palette. I don't really need a giant palette. This has pretty much every neutral that I'll need. Like a little transition, another transition, and then like a liner or darkening shade if needed. So I'm just gonna take this and tap my little straight brush into it, and then just literally tap it on the outer edge of my eye and do the world's tiniest flick. Like the world's tiniest flick. It's like an illusion. Do the same thing on the other side. I swear I always accidentally go darker on this side. Is it the lighting? Am I not really going darker? See, that looks like a full-on wing. What's happening over? I'm gonna add a little bit more. Classic story. Are they even? I don't know. I'm gonna take my Sephora gel liner in Dressed to the 90s. I feel as if this is my perfect, like, your lips but better shade, but like one shade darker so it actually shows up. And it's so creamy. I love this lip pencil. And the fact that you don't have to sharpen it, hallelujah. Okay. So now I'm gonna get in with some mascara. I feel like that's gonna like fix all of our problems. My Kosas mascara. I keep finding these because it's discontinued. I keep finding these and purchasing them wherever I can because I have tried literally every mascara on this earth and nothing makes my lashes look like this does. It's so good. Please send me recommendations. Although I have tried them all, but if you have one that can hold a curl and is volumizing, that's really all I care about. If it doesn't hold a curl, I don't want it. If it makes your lashes look like you have like 10 lashes because they clump together, I don't want it. And I like a clumpy mascara. Like the spider legs, that's fine if they're separated. You know what I mean? So if you have one, let me know. Misbehaving. But still not bad because this mascara is the best. Gonna preheat. Heat up my straightener. Another coat of mascara. Like, what is mascara made of? Okay, the straightener has heated up. Oh god, my cords are crazy. A little quick brusheroo. Should I use heat protectant? Probably. Am I going to? No, I can't be bothered. I kind of start in the back because the first few are always a little wonky. So they can just... I'm literally just shoving it into the straightener. Like, can you hear me clamping down and doing like an S shape? Let's do another one. Okay. Okay, I'm basically just gonna do like all these back pieces real quick, so I'm gonna speed them up, and then when I get to the front, I feel like you can't really see this very well, but when I get to the front pieces, I'll show you more in depth. Watch me like finish this and it looks like shit. It really does take a little bit of like finagling. If you don't have time, don't do this. Okay, I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna try and like really talk through it. So I usually bend the first one forward like that, and then don't clamp the first one for too long and try to clamp it like tilted this way, if that makes sense, because if you do this way you're gonna get that mark, so kind of try to stay that way. And then we're literally just gonna like finagle it back and forth into an S shape, holding kind of right under where it's clamped and kind of feeding the S through and just continually like chomping down. And then it retains that shape. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, for this one, usually for like the bangs, I don't like try to go forward because that could create something kind of like weird in maybe 70s or 20s or whatever. So I'm just gonna like pull it back and go, and then put it in there after that. Maybe something. Okay, that's not even bad. There's the rest of them, so you can kind of see a little comparison of how they all turned out. The end of this is pissing me off, so I'm gonna try and okay, I made that work. This one has a mind of its own. If you do get a line like I kind of did, you can always just go back over it really lightly after and just try to smooth it. It happens. Listen, I think it turned out pretty decent. That's pretty much it. And I mean, you can go over sections however many times you want until it's like how you want it, but that's pretty much just how it turns out. It's kind of just like a lived-in wave that looks like more natural. I have a crimper too, but I just really love the way this turns out compared to the crimper. I just feel like this looks more like polished, if that makes sense, and not like I did my hair with a crimper. See, I wasn't completely satisfied with that, so I just went over it again. I'm still not completely satisfied, but YOLO. That's the look. I think it turned out pretty good. And maybe I'll just finish off the look with some Makeup by Mario Mauve Glow. You know, I have this in multiple colors, and this is the only one that doesn't like chunk off, like it actually stays in stick form. That's the look. Let me know what you guys think. I love this wave. I've been doing it like so often lately just because it looks just so effortless, although it is a lot of effort. I hope you guys have a great Friday or whatever day it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!